Well, here I am back in my room at Il Molinello. If you go to molinello.com, molinello.com, you'll find a lot of information about this great agriturismo, which is this working farm that has these great guest rooms and wonderful wine classes and food classes and oil classes, and it's run by this three-generation family that's been renovating this place since 1996, and it's just incredible. Go to their website at molinello.com to see the pictures of their renovation and of the property and to learn their story. So today I was having a chat with one of the owners, Elisa, and we were talking politics and economics and the difficulty in starting a business in Italy. And I said to her, I asked her after this conversation, well, why would anybody move here? Why would someone live here with all of these problems? And in her Italian way, she did the Italian thumb and forefinger together and looked at me like I was silly and said, because it's Eetaly, because it's Eetaly. And I think that sums up the attitude of these Etruscan people and these Tuscan people. They're just so in love with their land and their history and everything their land has to offer, with the food and the oil and everything. And their whole attitude is just gracious and loving and passionate about who they are and where they come from. And I really, it's hard for me to understand that, not feeling like I have roots as deep as they do, which I couldn't possibly as an American. And but I really enjoy listening to their stories and feeling the passion that they have through those stories for everything they do. So I had an adventure today. I went to the spa, but after the spa I left and took a drive around the countryside without a map or a GPS unit. Well, I did have a map, but it was just the local area, and in true Barbara form, I got lost multiple times. So every time I got a little bit lost, I would just stop and walk around and have an espresso, and then I'd get back on the road and get lost again, and then I'd stop and have some lunch. And the third time I got lost for, 2 hours, and stopped and went and found a gelato to have. And by the end of the day, when the sun was setting and I realized I was in the middle of, I don't even know where, with a bunch of winding roads around me and old buildings and people who didn't speak English and signs I didn't understand, I realized that maybe it was time for me to get unlost and find my hotel again, and that was an interesting experience. One of the things that I didn't study before I came to Italy is the meaning of their signs, their road signs. And one of them actually goes like this. So when you're driving, there's this big yellow or big round sign, and it has this kind of winding. And I thought it meant winding road, which I think it does, but I'm pretty sure it has a secondary meaning, which would be, this is how Italian people drive on winding roads. So when you come around a corner on a winding road, there's a good chance that there's a car coming in the opposite direction on your side of that road, simply because, it was faster for them to be in that lane. And the word lane is rather a gentle suggestion as opposed to something that Italians actually follow. So it was interesting being lost on winding roads through Tuscany and discovering all these little villages. But in the end, I was embarrassed that I had to call my hosts and ask for directions home, but I managed to do it, and I'm happily ensconced back in my room in my bed and breakfast at molinello.com, and I look forward to sharing my adventures from tomorrow. Ciao a tutti. Bye.